Enoch, in light of this year's National Day theme, Defending Our Land Together, can you explain what you think the Taiwanese public should be aware of and prepare for in collectively defending the country to help it deter from a Chinese invasion or other disasters?
Well, let's take a step back and to take a broader look at all the threats we face as a nation, whether it's a natural disaster or, in the worst case scenario, a potential invasion. We need communities and cities. We need citizens to be prepared for emergency response. We need citizens to be trained and to be ready in case of a crisis. And that's the work that we're doing here at Forward Alliance.
How can Taiwanese civil society contribute or have a better awareness of Taiwan's preparedness in the case of conflict or an unexpected disaster, as you mentioned?
Yeah. Resilience takes practice. Okay. Resilience has been a trendy word lately, but it takes hard work. It takes communication. It requires creativity and problem solving. It requires teamwork. And I think citizens in Taiwan, we all want to help when our communities are in need. And the way we can best help is through actual training, is through practices during peacetime.
In terms of actual training, as the founder and leader of Forward Alliance, Enoch, how does Forward Alliance work to enhance overall Taiwanese preparedness, apart from or in sync with the government and other organizations?
We're training citizens in crisis response. That means trauma first aid. That means light search and rescue, which you're seeing behind me right now. It means emergency communication, shelter management, community safety. All of these are components to a more resilient community. All of these are components to make communities more resilient against any shock to the system. Trainings like the ones we hold allow citizens to help each other in case of need, and in the worst case, to step up and assist our first responders. We know that if Taiwan were to ever face a major crisis, we need every single citizen to step up and work together, and that takes practice.
If you could talk a bit about how you work with other organizations to step up, as you mentioned.
We work with a host of professional associations and other NGOs, like the Taiwan Society of Paramedicine, which is in Chinese, 台湾医疗救护学会. We work with an organization called 台湾灾难医疗队发展协会. We work with international NGOs. We are beginning to work with our Ministry of Interior. All of this is important because we know that when crisis happens, we need NGOs to work hand in hand. We need corporates to step up. And we need to make sure that all of us have touch points with the government because this will take a whole society effort.